Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the CS TV. I'm your host, Kathleen Girls. It's over of CS, and this is The Striker. Stay tuned and have it raw and real. The Striker today, we're going to look at how Moses Kuria dismantled Rigathi Gachagua and how actually somehow he threw Ruto under the bus as far as abductions in this particular country are concerned. Moses Kuria, I think, is the one of the Chama Chakasi political party, and is a supporter of UDA. You know, he's worked as a CS under President Ruto, and now is the chief economic advisor of President Ruto. And he was doing actually an interview in Citizen TV yesterday. And during this interview, actually, he gave reasons justifying, you know, why Rigathi Gachagua deserves all the impeachment that he went through, and why actually Rigathi Gachagua is misleading the mountain, and why he should not be trusted by the people from the mountain. And it's important that we know that Moses Kuria is one political character who somehow, you know, speaks his mind, and nobody even, you know, nobody touches him. He is never afraid of anybody. You know, he speaks his mind, he speaks whatever he wants to speak. And I think I did a video sometimes back on how of his tweets when he was trying to tell the government that the economy is not doing well. And of course, we saw actually the way it has come down from the analysis that was being done by Citizen TV. He was telling the government why they should constitute IEPC, and he was telling us also that in 50 days time, once the AU election is over, Kenya politics is going to change forever. But in today's video, I want to look at how he actually dismantled Rigathi Gachagua and how he threw it under the bus. And before we dive into this story, ladies and gentlemen, if you are new to this channel, welcome home, karibu nyumbani. Remember to subscribe, like, share, and comment on our videos. Turn on the notification bell so that the next time we're uploading a video, YouTube will automatically notify you. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for tuning in. Remember to like, share, and comment on our videos. And more importantly, tell us on the next theme that you want us actually to discuss. Now, I was not planning to do this video until some of you actually were like, Madam CS, what's your comment about Moses Kuria's interview yesterday at Citizen TV? And I was like, yeah, it was an interesting one. And so, here is the analysis. Moses Kuria actually has served the Kenya Kwanza government as a CS and now is the economic advisor, and is among the people, actually very vocal people in the Mount Kenya region. And remember, there's a time actually they even had a meeting about Mount Kenya 1, Mount Kenya 2, no, Mount Kenya 3, somewhere in Naivasha, together with the likes of Mother Karua. They wanted to form an association of Mount Kenya politicians, etc. So he's a he's a serious politician as far as Mount Kenya politics is concerned. And many times, after the impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua, there's a time Moses Kuria was trying to tell the people of the mountain actually that the problem with the mountain is not actually the government. The problem is Rigathi Gachagua, who sold us without a political party. This is something I wanted us to have, but Rigathi Gachagua didn't want to listen by then because he thought maybe the DP position will be taken away from him if he starts to think about political parties, etc. But eventually now the impeachment has happened, and Mount Kenya seems to be outside the government in one way or another, in terms of, you know, now the person who is in the government is not the person they elected in terms of the DP. You understand? It's an appointed person. So Moses Kuria came in yesterday, and from Moses Kuria's actually discussion, this is what I got. Number one, Moses Kuria threw Ruto under the bus. As far as abductions are concerned, Moses Kuria made his claims very clear, and this is done very clear. He doesn't support abductions because he understands even if somebody has done something wrong, there's something called the rule of the law. We have the constitution and we have the procedures that are supposed to be used. So according to Moses Kuria, he said that there are people in the government who actually even advise the government and who advise the president and who even support abductions simply because the president has been abused. All the cartoons have been made in a way that they are abusing the president. But according to him, he feels like that is misreading the president and misreading the two leading principles. He feels that it is very wrong to abduct somebody, and that must stop. And when he was actually asked who is supposed to do that, he said there's only one entity that is supposed to do what? To take care and give safety to the citizens. And he said the serikali ya Kenya inastahili kufanya nini? Kupeana that safety. So literally Moses Kuria was telling the president still The ball is on your arms. You are the one who's supposed to bring this to an end. This is a very archaic and a primitive way of doing things. Abductions is primitivity, it is backwardness, and we need to stop it. So that's what I got from Moses Kuria as far as abductions are concerned. About Gachagua, number one, Moses Kuria actually disagrees with Rigathi Gachagua in so many things. Number one, Moses Kuria feels Rigathi Gachagua is a tribalist, and his tribalism has actually negatively impacted the mountain. Like, it has made his tribalistic remarks have ruined the reputation of the mountain, and they look like now they are being seen as tribalistic people. In this way, you know, for a long time, Kikuyus were known like they cannot forward somebody as a president who's not from the mountain. Because in 2022, it was a Kikuyu. In 2013, a Kikuyu. 2017, a Kikuyu. And now in 2022, they proved that one wrong, despite the fact that there were so many candidates from the mountain vying for the presidency. They decided to give their support to somebody outside the mountain. So somehow they were able to remove that stereotype that they don't vote somebody outside the mountain. But what happened? Immediately Gachagua went into the office, everything was about Uziguze Murima. And up to now, actually, even when you look at his politics, it's around the Murima, and is also focused about the mountain, the Kikuyus, Modoa Nyomba, all those things. And Moses Kuria feels like Rigathi Gachagua is tribalistic. He has ruined the reputation of the mountain, and therefore actually even being impeached, it was well and good. Number two, Rigathi Gachagua does not have respect for members of parliament. In fact, he abused them and threatened them, especially when he was doing the UDA campaigns. He even actually himself, I remember during the funeral in Embu, apologized to have actually dismantled politically one of, I think it is the Senator Lee somebody. Yes, Senator Lee. When he was campaigning for the governor in Embu, that is Sisiri Mbalile, he really crushed a lot of people. And they actually apologized. So Moses Kuria feels like actually Rigathi Gachagua does not have respect for members of parliament, and yet these are the people who actually he anticipates to take Maendeleo to the constituencies, and these are the people he expected to save him out of the impeachment motion. So the fact that he doesn't respect members of parliament because maybe he had that position of an MP, he actually ends up making the government even look more foolish, because he calls them fools. It makes the government look more of a fool, of a fool, because this is the same government that campaigned for these people. The UDA brigade is the one that was campaigning for these members of parliament in UDA, and here you are calling them fools. Like, you don't have respect for them, but in the process you end up lacking respect for yourself. Number three, Moses Kuria is just an hypocrite. Rigathi Gachagua is a political hypocrite. That's another point I got from Moses Kuria. And why I say that, Moses Kuria was very categorical that Rigathi Gachagua was heading cabinet meetings, was heading committees, and these were very powerful committees. And all the issues that is crying about here, the chief, the Adani, the housing allowance, all those things, actually, he had the right platform to solve them from within. But during that time, he wasn't criticizing them. And of course, come to think of it, there's nowhere we have ever had Rigathi Gachagua telling us that the housing project is wrong until after he was impeached. That is the time he started telling us that the housing allowance is wrong. The housing project is wrong. The same thing applies to Chief and Adani. He never spoke about these things while he was in the government. It is until he was impeached, actually, that's the time he started talking about them. So, Moses Kuria sees Rigathi Gachagua as a political hypocrite who, when he had a platform to address these things, never addressed them. But now he's been impeached, he's trying to use those ones as a cry baby and to prove to the people that, I'm the good one. No. Literally is telling us, be careful with that man, it's not good either. And number four, it's about, Moses Kuria was asking about whether Rigathi Gachagua has an influence in the mountain. According to Moses Kuria, Rigathi Gachagua does not have any friends in the mountain. And somehow I agree with him, because come to think of it, the mountain right now is hurting. You know, they have had a president since 2002, and then right now they don't even see like they are going to have one. The only option they had is that maybe in 2032 they could get somebody. But the way politics are going in Kenya, there's a probability that in 2032 we may get a president from Ruanyanza or from the western side of Kenya, or even from Mukambani, because of the way political alignments are ongoing. And therefore the mountain right now is hurting, because you know, its reputation has been ruined, and it somehow, it is not like, it doesn't have that value it used to have. You know, with the impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua and the resultant politics, the mountain's value kind of came down. Right now Ruto is looking at Nyanza and western Kenya, you understand? And right now they cannot make a decision actually as whether Rigathi Gachagua is good or not. The thing is, Rigathi Gachagua is just taking advantage of a hurting mountain, you know, to go around, talk, gaslighting them, making them feel, setting them against the government of today, you know, all those things. But it's not likely to sustain this rate, and it's not likely to sustain this, because soon the mountain will heal, and they will start seeing things objectively, and they will also realize you are part of this team that you are here telling us it's not a good theme. And that's how Rigathi Gachagua's popularity will come to an end. So what Moses Kuria did yesterday is to dismantle Rigathi Gachagua and remind Ruto of the abductions, that actually it is all his responsibility to make Kenyans to ensure Kenyans are safe. And Rigathi Gachagua is on his way to political retirement and a political fall down. My opinions, what are your opinions? Let me get them in the comment section below. Kindly remember to subscribe, like, share, and comment on our videos. See you next time with another video. Bye bye.